Hi everyone, this is Tian, and today we have Jim here with us. Look, he's a monkey. What do you think Jim is feeling right now? Do you think that Jim is happy? Or do you think that maybe he's grumpy? Look at how Jim's eyebrows are pulled down, and his lips are as tight as a line. If you think that Jim is grumpy, you're right. And today we're going to read about Jim. Let's get started. Grumpy Monkey by Suzanne Lang, illustrated by Max Lang. One wonderful day, Chimpanzee woke to discover that nothing was right. The sun was too bright, the sky was too blue, and the bananas were too sweet. Here's Jim. He's hanging from a tree. Jim was confused. What's going on? Maybe you're grumpy, suggested Norman from next door. I'm not grumpy, Jim insisted. On his walk, he met Marabou. Jim's grumpy, Norman told Marabou. Why are you grumpy, Jim? Asked Marabou. It's such a wonderful day. Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy, said Jim. But look at how you're standing, Marabou said. It's true, said Norman. You're all hunched. So Jim loosened up. Here's Marabou. He's a kind of bird. Then he ran into Lemur. Jim's grumpy, Norman told Lemur. Why are you grumpy, Jim? Asked Lemur. It's such a wonderful day. Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy, said Jim. Here's the Lemur. Your eyebrows look grumpy, said Lemur. It's true, said Norman. They're all bunched up. So Jim raised his brow. Here's Jim raising his brow. Then he tripped over a snake. Oh no, said Norman. That's the last thing you need when you're feeling so grumpy. Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy, said Jim. Here's the snake. Then why the frown? Said Snake. I think it's because he tripped over you, Norman whispered to Snake. So Jim put on a smile. Here's Jim smiling. Does he look happy to you? Finally, Jim looked happy. But he didn't feel happy inside. Here's Jim looking happy. Everyone wanted Jim to enjoy this wonderful day. You should sing with us, said the birds. Jim didn't feel like singing. You should swing with us, said the monkeys. Jim didn't feel like swinging. You should roll with us, said the zebras. Jim didn't feel like rolling. You should stroll with us, said the peacocks. Jim didn't feel like strolling. You should lie in the grass. You should stomp your feet. You should take a bath and make a splash. You should hug someone. You should laugh. You should take a nap. You should eat oat meat or some honey. You should jump up and down. You should sit in the sun. You should dance. Look at all the animals here. There's a hippo. There's an otter. A snake hugging a bunny. A hyena. A crocodile. Marabou. Bear. A frog. Lemur. And a porcupine. But Jim didn't feel like doing any of that. Why are you grumpy, Jim? Asked the others. It's such a wonderful day. I'm not grumpy, shouted Jim as he beat his chest. And he stormed off. Jim felt sorry, a little sorry for shouting at everyone, but mostly sorry for himself. I guess I am grumpy, Jim sighed. And just as he was starting to feel really sad, he came up on Norman. Norman was slumped. His eyebrows were bunched up, and he was frowning. "What's the matter? Are you grumpy?" asked Jim. "No, I danced with Porcupine," said Norman. "Oh no, look at Norman. That looks painful." "Are you okay?" asked Jim. "It hurts, but I'll probably feel better soon enough," said Norman. "Are you still grumpy?" "Yes," said Jim, "but I'll probably feel better soon enough too. For now, I need to be grumpy." "It's a wonderful day to be grumpy," said Norman. Jim agreed. And he already felt a little better. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this. And remember, next time if you're feeling grumpy like Jim, it's okay to feel grumpy sometimes. Just let it be. And maybe then you'll feel better too. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!